welcome to another video of Dead by Daylight. My name is Cubeproductions, and today we're playing the Score Merchant as always. But today we have a different build. We're using Dead Man Switch, Score Trick Pain Resonance, we're using Starstruck this time. What this perk does, whenever you carry a survivor, then everyone near you becomes exposed for 30 seconds. I was going to change this with Thwack. I'm still experimenting with this kind of build because I don't really know what kind of perks I want to use with Score Merchant, which build I think is the best. But for now we're using Starstruck. As long as they're in our turret radius after we carry somebody, everyone will be exposed for 30 seconds, and then this effect has a 6-second cooldown once we are done carrying this said survivor. And the last perk we're using, of course, is going to be Throwing Tremors. We have Advanced Mood Prediction so we can see where they are, and we have the green add-on so we can make them oblivious. Like I told you before, Throwing Tremors and Dead Man Switch are the main perks he wants to use always with Score Merchant. In my opinion, these two perks help you control gens insanely well. Then, of course, Scorch, Hook, Pain Resonance is also great because it has the ability to make a generator lose 200% automatically, and doing that constantly is a really good way to win your games. But let's get straight into the game so you can see how well this build does. Today we are on the family residence, one of my least favorite maps ever, and one of my favorite maps for Score Merchant, mainly because of the fact that it's a really big map, and Score Merchant becomes best at really big maps. It's also kind of open, so it's not really many good places to hide. Even with the oblivious side effect, they can definitely see where we're coming from. So this map is not really the best for Score Merchant, but of course we're going to try and make it work and win if we can. So this perk build is basically trying to control gens, but once we hook somebody, the reason why we're using Starstruck is because we want to have a offensive advantage. We have so many defensive perks that help to just basically make generators slow down or don't be used at all by blocking them. But we need a perk that at least helps us either locate survivors or down them faster. So today we're using, of course, Starstruck. I heard somebody, but he has sprint burst, so I decided to chase him because I haven't found anyone else yet, so I might as well chase him. We've already set up our drones at key locations. So right here, I swing thinking there's a pallet here, because there's always a pallet in one of these places. But sadly, the pallet's on this one. But he's not even trying to mind game, he's trying to actually keep running. So, as you can see, we're having a terrible start at the beginning. Now, luckily, no generators have been completed yet. But I see someone over here, and I realize it'd be easier to chase this person than try and chase Ace, but then I get lost and don't know where they are because head on, quick and quiet, fun. So I just ignore them because I don't have time for that nonsense, and I go over here, kick this gen, and hit this person. But because I decided to hit this person, I'm going to try and down them as fast as possible, but it's kind of hard because this map has actually good palette. I tried to mind game her and hit her right there, but sadly I was unable to because I don't have no range. But it doesn't really matter because this loop is not really the best for her. She will eventually mess up, hopefully. So she decides to go to a different loop, but luckily there's no pallet over there, so I can put a quick down if possible. Don't know how to hit, don't worry about that. So now every gen is blocked that they're not working on because of Throwing Tremors, but I see there's one gen over here that's not blocked yet, and so I'm on it. I don't hook her on a Score Trick because I choose to save my tokens. But now, because of Starstruck, we should be able to down somebody and get them injured. Now, one thing I will say with this build, after recording this video, I don't think this build is bad. Starstruck on Score Merchant is not bad. The only problem with this build, as you'll see throughout the game, is the fact that we have our green add-on. Now, normally, I tell y'all use this green add-on all the time. For this build, this might be the first time where I say don't use the green add-on. And not because it's bad, but because the green add-on makes them oblivious. When you're oblivious, you're not affected by the killer's terror radius or perks that happen in terror radius. As a result, if they're in the oblivious status effect, they will not be exposed by Starstruck, which is really, really bad. This person decides to save this girl, and there's two people here actually. Now, normally I would go after the girl injured, but I was like, no, I want to go after the guy who got injured. But I probably, at this moment in time, I would have tunneled. Honestly, if you were me, you should have tunneled right there because we have 2 gens already done and we only have 1 person hooked. Like, that's never what we want to see. Especially with our Score Merchant, we rarely get games like this where we are far behind this early. But don't you worry, of course, I have everything under control because my Score Merchant is God tier. I will win, hopefully. But this map is so hard for Score Merchant because it's just so big. Like, it's really big. And these survivors know how to loop. They know exactly where to go when it comes to not being chased. But I'm just gonna ignore that person because I don't care. I'm gonna go after this person because I noticed they're on my drone. They're oblivious. They don't know where I'm coming from. So I'm gonna catch my surprise. I probably could have grabbed her right there, but she got out the generator quickly enough, and I also swung, so I thought I was able to hit her. But I see this person because they went in my drone radius. I'm gonna get a quick hit because they're oblivious. And they're going over nowhere, but they already got hooked one time, so hopefully I can hit them again really quickly. I noticed that somebody's in my drone radius, and they're oblivious. They don't know I'm coming, so I'm gonna wait for them to come over here. They're gonna try and go on this gen, but oh no, I'm over here now. And luckily, they don't have balance landing, so I'm able to down them. Now I probably should have went after the girl who was injured, but once I realized this girl went back on my drone to try to do that generator, or just do the drone in general, I decided to down them. Now every gen again is blocked besides one of them. That means they're on that other gen. But I put her on a swords hook because I want to get the person off the gen with the most progress. So I noticed that that gen has the most progress on it because I noticed this person is over there. Now notice how we have Starstruck, but I'm gonna chase this person and I'm gonna try and pop. I think there's someone in here because you know they had the head on, but nope. So I see this person. I'm gonna try and chase them. And I hit them, and I don't down them. And I don't know if that was because of them being oblivious or Starstruck ran out. I don't quite understand how Starstruck works, to be completely honest. Because sometimes I feel like the timer is 60 seconds. But I believe the timer is like infinite as long as you're carrying somebody. Or 30 seconds after you start carrying somebody. So you have to down somebody 30 seconds afterwards. But then the actual timer for it to be on cooldown starts after you hook them. So it's just, why do you stop carrying them? And that really sucks because we weren't able to get this girl instant down. But I'm just looping this loop right here, even though I know I probably couldn't do it. But I'm only doing it because of the fact that she has nowhere to really go now. But then she blinds me. But I have ears, so of course I can still hear her. So I'm gonna go over her. She's a pallet, but it's too late. I'm too fast. Now as long as those pallets something, we're good. But doing tremors is going to block every gen again. Then I'm gonna hook this girl on a storage hook because I want to get the gym progress down, but sadly I was too late and the gym got done. That's one reason why I think about running agitation instead of running Starstruck. But I want to try and use Starstruck in this game to see if we can get it to work or not. Get some value. Hopefully it will, you know, make us win faster. Because the whole point of Starstruck is for you to down somebody and then quickly down somebody else. Like this girl might be exposed actually. I was gonna hit her. But like I said, it's really hard to tell sometimes with Starstruck because of the cooldown. Or it's because of the fact I rarely use the perk, so maybe I just don't quite understand exactly how to use it. But these two people are going towards the main building. I don't feel like chasing somebody in the main building because it's just a lot. It's a really big hassle. Score merge's not good at chasing people, so instead I'm gonna go back over here towards the gen and try and protect my gens like you should with Score Merchant because it's the only way to really play her unless they actually decide to change her and make her do something different. That's the only way you can play her, so you have to basically do this. Well, I wasn't the only way. I have other builds where I just have to chase people. Or, as y'all know, my hex Penamental build, where we just slow down the game a lot, and it makes it harder for them to play. But, though that would be focused on chases instead of focused on gens. But, I think this person's over here, so I'm going to try and get them, as I thought. So I'm going to try and hook this person, because they're already injured. But it's going to be kind of hard, because even though, yes, we have the advantage of knowing where she is, that doesn't mean we can hit her, because of the annoying Shack being the Shack. So I'm going to try and mind game, but it's kind of hard, because she can see us. I'm trying to hit right here because I'm oblivious. I mean, I'm undetectable and she's oblivious, but he decides to run. So now we have basically no drones anywhere and gens being done. So I'm gonna go after this person. Luckily, he uses sprint burst. He thought I was gonna attack him, so we don't have to worry about sprint burst. But sadly, he's gonna go find a pallet probably or a something else. But we hit him. I noticed somebody on that gen on the hill, but I decided to ignore them for now because of the fact that I do need to protect this gen over here. It is a really bad game right now. We're in a really bad spot. Like, we're really behind. And normally, we are not behind like this with Score Merchant. But sadly, basically the best option right now is for them, well, for us to make them do the generator. That's super far away where my drone is. But the reason why it makes more sense for us to make them do that gen is because if they do that gen, then we don't have to worry about that gen being less so far away. We can just worry about the 3 gens that are close to us. So I'm gonna grab this person, throwing trimmers and activate. And we're gonna look and we notice that every gen is being worked. Well, none of the gens being worked on besides one of them. So I want to go straight towards that gen because I need to make sure I get the progress down to 0. But then Dead Man's Quick activates, and so the Starstruck. So I'm gonna go straight over there. But of course, this is a gen. So now we have no 3 gen, and all we have is these 2 gens over here and that far away 3 gen. But if you've seen my videos before, you know that a score merchant can get 3 gen across the map if you do it correctly. So as long as they never figure out that we have that drone or generators over there, we don't really have to worry about anything because that generator should be regressing automatically. So because of that reason, there's no reason for us to really worry. I'm gonna keep activating it on purpose over and over and over again because I want them to never go over there. By putting a drone somewhere, most of the time people are gonna either want to do it because they want to get rid of the drone, or they don't want to do it because of the fact that they know the drone is in the way. So I'm gonna hook this girl on try to hook her on a Scourge hook because I want to get Hex Pain Resonance working. Oh, Scourge hook Pain Resonance working. But I believe we haven't hooked her yet, so we actually can do this. Correct. So one of the gens is blocked. I mean, one of the gens popped and took a lot of damage, 25%. So we're gonna go straight over here and try and put more drones up and make sure that we can protect these gens. I'm gonna reactivate that one. We know no one's over there. We're gonna flip them right here. Then someone get exposed because he failed the gen. He failed the game. So now he's exposed. But I'm not gonna go after him yet because of the fact that I saw someone over here, and I noticed they're trying to do the generator across the map. But now that I realize that no one's actually near me, even though I clearly heard something, I'm trying to go after him, but I have no idea where he is because he ran over here somewhere, but he can probably hear my terror radius. So he definitely ran away after realizing he doesn't want to die. I put a drone in the shack just because of the fact that I thought he was in the basement for a second, so I was going to see if he get automatically exposed. But I noticed he ran away to the farthest gen on the map because he doesn't want to die. Which makes sense because being exposed by a score merchant means you have to basically never get hit. And even though, like I said before, this map is pretty good with loops, it's not the hardest thing in the world to loop a score merchant. But I finally found somebody, so of course I'm going to try and down them. Reactivate this drone because I want to make sure the drone is activated. I have to also look at it just to make sure it was in the right spot because honestly, if it's too far away, we can't do anything. But I'm going to go back over here. I know it looks like I'm just doing nothing basically, but we need to protect our gens because we have one gen that's far away and one gen that's not far away. Well, we have one gen that's far away and 2 that are close. So we have to protect these generators or we're not going to be able to win. So I'm trying to down this ace. Luckily, we get a hit, so we can down him on the drone, make sure that generator is not is blocked. But first, I gotta make sure it's in the right location. So I believe it wasn't. So I'm going to drone up. Well, I don't have the drone actually. Like they do the drone. This person is injured now, but I need to put a drone over there. But I can't put a drone yet because they have skull traps. They have what's it called? Claw traps on them, so I can't put a drone yet. But I'm tracking them to make sure I know where she is, but sadly, the drone goes away. But I replaced this drone. Now, luckily for me, they still haven't done the drone or generator all on the left side, so I don't have to worry about that. But it's still really annoying to have no more drones. I'm basically just waiting for a claw trap to fall off somebody, so I don't put the drone back down. And I looked and I noticed they're all the way at the corner of the map, so I'm going to try and go over there. But first, I found this person, so I'm going to hook them if I can. Really bad pallet, don't really gotta worry about much. But I'm gonna break it because it's still alive. So once I realized she used her live, I just ran away. So I'm not gonna try and worry about that. Reactivate this drone. And then Ace got rid of my drone over here. And then doing the gym, but he has sprint burst, so I don't have to worry about that. But luckily he didn't have his sprint burst 99 at all. He just used it. I get a quick hit and he wastes the pallet, so that's good for me. And then this girl leaves the game because she's like, yeah, I'm done. Like, I'm not trying to do a score merchant. And I understand why. If you can't beat it, leave the game. Now, I feel like I should have hit him, but sadly, it did not. But luckily, we put him in a bad spot where he doesn't have anywhere to go besides the window. But he knew that, so he decided to go somewhere else. And I swung, which is really bad for us. That one, I wish I hit him, but sadly, did not look on the other side of the map and realize that my drone was gone. So I'm going to quickly go back over there. Like, I don't care about Ace anymore. My drone is gone. And my drone being on is way more important than shutting down Ace. Like, I don't care. Like, literally, this could mean that the last two people were on that generator, and we are not trying to get them to finish that gym. We are going to win this game. And lo and behold, who do we see? This one of the gym. Going straight into my thing, so now I know where she is. But sadly, this loop is really, really strong, and I had to deal with this nonsense for a little while. But she didn't go for the window. But of course, she has hit hard, so now I have to deal with that nonsense. Now, of course, I see her go there because thankfully I have that purple add-on where I can see where their movements are. She thought I was gonna go over there for good reason. So as a result, she wasn't able to do the she went to the window and we downed her. We already hooked her once on a scorch hook, but I chose to hook her on that one anyway because of the fact that I need to kill her fast and go back to the gens. The only generator that's not white is this one, which means we're working on it. Someone just got off the gen. Down them. Now again, there we go. Like, I wish that my Starstruck worked. I don't know why it didn't work, because I feel like then it should have worked, but like I said before, I don't really understand how Starstruck works. If you know how Starstruck works / want to tell me why it wasn't working for me, please let me know in the comments. I don't know what I did wrong. I feel like I can do this build again and it will work, but for now it is not working. I don't know why Starstruck just decided it didn't want to work right there. Also, if you enjoyed the video so far, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I love reading y'all comments, and I love when y'all watch my videos. It means a lot to me when you subscribe, by the way. You make more than you think, honestly. But this person's gonna go over this loop, but luckily I'm gonna hit them, or not, because I'm bad. Now, luckily, it was blocked off by the agency, but like before, we can go inside of our drone radius and be undetectable. So now she's gonna run over here to a dead zone. There's no pallets over here, unless she has dead hard right now. There's nothing that can save her. So I'm going to quickly down her and pick her up, and the lane tremors will activate. And if we look on the map, we can see that there are no gens being worked on like usual. Throwing Tremors is the best perk for Score Merchant. I'm telling you, I will stand by it hopefully until I find a better perk. But Throwing Tremors is so good, and she's dead on hook. So now all we have to do is we have to protect these exit gates and try and find the hatch before Ace does. Which is not going to be easier than done because the hatch can spawn anywhere on this map. And I had to figure out where it is, and I have no idea where it is. But I'm just going to put up a drone near the exit gate on purpose, just in case I can't find the hatch. Well, just in case I do find the hatch, at least then it'll be blocked. But then I see Ace running over here, and I was going to chase him, but I feel like it's more important to try and find the hatch than try and chase him. But sadly, he found the hatch, and he escaped again. So sadly, we didn't kill everybody, and we had 1 DC. But honestly, I don't think she disconnected because of the fact that she lagged out or anything. I think she disconnected because she realized she was gonna lose the game, and that's why she left. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video when you know any social media platform, and make sure you comment. I love reading y'all's comments, and try to do it for yourself. I'll try it again later on because I want to make sure it actually worked. I don't know 100% how Starstruck works, but I would definitely be trying this build again. And if you like any of my builds, please tell me because I have many builds and I'm gonna do even more builds later in the future. So if you know the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye guys.